Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, dirty base.
Check, you know. Hey, man, watch the boot. Tighten up. Check three.
On first down, Hubbard. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
2nd and 4. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 54.
Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. That's taken in by Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, check. 3 down. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
You ain't doing nothing today.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Redskins' 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Go. Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now.
2nd and 11. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run the counter. It's Hubbard, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready.
59. Mike, 59. On that play. Hey, watch that.
Hey, Haywood. Good cut.
On second down now. It's Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, team 6. Ready.
To throw on third down. Daniels. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hubbard stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. 60 or. Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Fighting through it, he's got space. The 40, the 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
56, Mike, 56. Silver. 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to you. Lunch 59.
Hey, shoot.
On 3rd down, Daniels eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Blue draw quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a
Hey, exit. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Panthers 14, Redskins 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check right, check right.
Hey, orbit. 5.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, 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 hey. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Panthers 14, Redskins 7.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Yep.
Motion, 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 motion.
Hey, wahoo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56. Come on, D. Mike's 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be second and goal.
9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Coming in.
Hey, high 7.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Get it.
Second and 9 now. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 25 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready? 60 or.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Hey! Hey, Echo!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Crunch time.
2nd and 6. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
Smoke! Shoot!
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
50, plant.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54 is Mike.
Hit it.
Check, check. Watch
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Wild. Mike's 5-4.
Get it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
4 yards on the play.
There.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard
Bravo.
line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
13 yards.
Ten over.
Redskins first down.
59.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Not today, you are. Not today.
To throw again, Daniels. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Hubbard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, set, 8, read. 5. 59, go.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Oliver with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Redskins 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
They can't hang with us. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, wahoo! Deep grip, deep grip.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
High 7.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that...
That's caught inside the 20. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
From the gun, Daniels. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get in home.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get it.
Back to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
56. Watch the screen. Pass. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the curve. Watch.
Yo, go, go. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Daniels flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And a throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Box truck. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go. Go.
2nd and 4.
Check, 54.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
First carry for James Conner. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
28-yard line.
Down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm here all day. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Bandit.
They'll set up a throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Ready?
56.
Hey, wahoo! Pilot, 64, weak.
56.
Hey, watch your leg.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Bound to lose one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means Everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's McCaffrey. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Alpha.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The second down pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 15. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo!
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here we go. Go.
2nd and 10. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Go, go.
54. Mike's 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, let's pin the mirror.
Yep.
Go full strength.
Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
3 down, 3 down. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Cut, cut, cut.
Be careful.
They'll look to throw here. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56 to Mike. Go.
2nd and 5. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, exit.
Get ready. Get ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Danny.
Sit up.
One set. Check, Mike.
He'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
At the 10-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Ready.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
56 is the mic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Delta.
Mike 56. Mike.
Two.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Evan Ingram with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
High 7.
On 4th down, Daniels. And he finds McLaurin. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw. Daniels slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Panthers take over.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Hey, back up.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go one more.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Smooth.
Watch the twist. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm here all day. Mike 52.
He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Redskins, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.